What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's show. I have a very special episode for you. We have the local band Get the Honey. I'm so excited. They're one of my favorite bands. And we moved venues to the downtown location for Dead Beach, so that way we can go on and have a stage for them. So they're setting up right now. I also have Los Artistas and El Paso Trailrides. So without further ado, I'm going to go on and introduce everybody and kind of remind you real quick. I do work at Leo Marketing, L-E-O Marketing. We're a local full-service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. So when you guys are ready to take your marketing to the next level, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. We can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and streaming platforms. It doesn't cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations and brokering for you, but I can also help you with social media. Video production is huge for us. We have our own video production equipment company inside of Leo Marketing and our own studio and learning facility for video production. So that is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, social media influencing. I can help you with all of that. So please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. And again, with Annie's Adventures, I can help you do featured posts. So that in mind, I do want to go around and just kind of ask you guys a quick marketing question. What type of marketing do you do? What works for you? And maybe do you have some tips and advice for business owners out there? Okay. All right. So let me go on and we got the guy sitting up over here. And we'll be back with them. But first, let me fix my camera with Esther. What's up, Esther?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
So you have Shop El Paso's Finest.
Yes.
That's the tag on Instagram, so go and follow them. Downtown. Congratulations,
Thank
by the
you.
way. Yes. And you guys also have a leather company.
Yes, it's kind of combined in the same. It's T&L Leather.
T&L Leather. Yes.
T&L Leather's named after our sons, Timothy and Luke.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cute. What type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? Maybe what doesn't?
We normally do social media marketing, trying to share as much information as we can on there, highlighting different people that we carry inside of our store. Also word of mouth. We're just really trying to put it out there to whoever we can talk to about.
Perfect. And I've seen you guys at the markets and all over the place too. So you guys are very active in the community and getting the name out there. And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
I think just keep trying. Find your way. What works for you. Not everything is good that you see works for everybody else. Is going to work for your specific brand and your specific product. So try it. See if it doesn't work. Keep trying and doing something else and find your way of doing it.
I love it. Oh, perfect. All right, Josh, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. So with El Paso Trailrides, what type of marketing do you do? What works for you? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
So what has worked best for us is, just like she had mentioned, is word of mouth and social media. It's powerful. You're able to kind of set your own program with the social media of what you want to spend, what you don't want to spend. And if you can have a strong presence there, it's really, really popular with people. So you got to work at it, just like anything. And we've been very successful with it. It surprised me with it. It's through the years, it's funny how you've seen Instagram get almost more popular than Facebook. I get better results as soon as I make an Instagram post. But there's things I'm still learning about Instagram. So it's just you have to stay. That's the hard part with me is to stay what's popular and
Stay current, right?
Yeah, stay current. What I think is cool doesn't necessarily equal for somebody else.
Right.
But Facebook and Instagram have been really, really solid for us. I think at the beginning of when I did this, I did a lot of radio and I didn't seem to find very good success with that. I think with the different formats of Sirius and Spotify and Pandora and all these other things, that's what people generally go to.
Sure.
So that didn't work for me as well as I thought it should have. But you find your successes as you go through things, and you just try to capitalize those and stay with it. I think the best thing for success in a business, if I was to give anybody a recommendation or my opinion or suggestion, would be to be honest and keep your product good and stay current and with what's popular and what's going on.
Absolutely.
We take people riding horses, and we try to just provide the best service we can of friendliness and pricing.
Right.
And we stick to what we say.
Overall experience.
Yeah, if we say we're going to start at 9 a.m., we're going to be ready at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
We're not late. Customers,
what? You're not late.
Customers are late.
Manana time, but not on
customers
time.
can be late, but the business,
yes,
you
very
have,
professional.
Yeah, you have to stay professional.
Exactly.
As best as you can.
I love it. Thank you. All right, Vanessa, how's it going? Thanks for joining me today. So same question. What types of marketing do you do for your artwork? I mean, I see you everywhere. I love it. You're so active, and you're very active on social media. And do you have any tips and advice for business owners and artists out there?
I think what Esther said is just find your niche of what works for you and your platform. Like I prefer Instagram for the visual art aspect. Sharing that.
Sure.
I'm also active on Facebook, just not with nearly as much interaction.
Okay.
And then I have a website because I feel like that's important for what I'm doing and trying to show people and offer different services.
Like your portfolio online. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any tips or advice for business owners or artists?
Try your hardest.
Yeah. Try your hardest.
Yeah.
And
do a variety, see what works for you.
there you go.
I try to put myself out there at a few other local events and markets, like once a month at least.
Okay.
To try to bring art to other people that might not necessarily already follow me.
100%. That's super smart. You staying current in the community. Like, so they're always going to see you. If it's not here, it's over there. Or try and catch as many people as you can. Thank you. So real quick, I do want to add. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn to use this thing. Okay. Sorry, I know you're laughing at home. That's okay. I can laugh at myself. I do want to mention, because you did mention radio. So El Paso is a different market. Okay, we're on mañana time. At Leo Marketing, I can help you broker deals for TV, radio, billboard, print. Traditional marketing. There's a time and a place. Social media does rule El Paso. Facebook and Instagram are top dogs. Instagram is more like a catalog, so it does make sense for you can see your artwork and it's all in order and so forth. Somebody's over here talking and distracting me a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm a professional. I can do this. I'm focused. But there's a time and a place, right? So with radio, if you have an event or a promotion, I recommend advertising a week or two leading to the event, not the whole month. We don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight, much less like this weekend. So I really recommend spending that budget a week or two leading to the event. TV and print, you do have to be on all the time. Once you're out, they forget about you. So keep that in mind. Social media is not the end all be all. There's other avenues for a well-rounded campaign. We can help you with that. But there is a strategy there that we would recommend over, other markets. So that being said, let's start our show as far as, so we have Los Artistas here with the lovely ladies, and then we have El Paso Trailrides. So I want to go on, because I have you guys here, I want to back up a little bit more and let you guys talk about Los Artistas. So Los Artistas art show, it's a fine art show. It's coming up, and actually you guys have a new segment of it which started last year, so we have a lot to talk about. Excuse me. So first off, again, y'all have your own businesses, you are artists, so if you want to do a little bit of an introduction into what you guys do in the community, and it also ties into what you guys are helping with Los Artistas, so I'll let you guys just take it away.
Like we had mentioned earlier, I'm owner with my husband for El Paso's Finest. We actually have a shop that hosts different local artists. Everything that we have in the store is local, from some of even Vanessa's ceramics to paintings, t-shirts, mugs, pins, even coloring books we have. So we try to really connect with the local community, keep our store local and everything that may come in with it. Of course, we have the TNL leather, which is also everything's locally made, obviously, for my husband. He's self-taught. We call it YouTube Academy. He would just look
That's so cool.
He would just look up stuff on YouTube on how to make certain wallets, certain bags, whatever.
That's how I cook.
Me too.
That's how I make YouTube.
It's perfect. So we incorporate that into our business as well. A part of that, I just kind of needed something to take away from my other regular full-time job and get me in connection with people who are just kind of having a regular day. And that's where I found kind of my peace with Los Artistas. And I just kind of went to their show. My husband had gone into their fall show one year. He actually won first place for that year.
Oh wow, very cool.
For his stuff, and then we got involved with the group itself. So they have a few events going on through the year. Our new event this year is the El Paso Art Crawl. And that's, again, just trying to connect with the community and get everybody involved and get to know the local artists that we have that are extremely talented. So we did partner with 10 businesses. Of course, El Paso's Finest is one of them. We have Aaron and George's Movie Cafe, Boba Loca, Old Sheepdog Brewery, Savage Goods, Vitola's Viable Coffee, Jane and Jensen's Nostalgia Shop, Joe and Jenny Bronson's, and Rami Honkin's Studio and Gallery. That's
Oh, awesome. And so you just go to these different locations, and what do you do?
Yes, so part of the art event is you go through any one of the participating businesses. You can pick up one of our official passports. On the back of it, it lists all the businesses that are participating. You just have to look for the artist poster that's posted with the art piece, name the artist and the art piece together.
Okay.
And then go to losartistas.org to submit your answers. And you get a chance to win one of 4 prizes. First prize being $100 with 2 free tickets to our fall show in November.
And how long is the Passport Art Crawl going on?
That's going on. It started on the 8th and it's going on until the 26th.
Oh, okay.
The 27th is actually the last day to submit answers at losartistas.org.
So we still have plenty of time for you guys to go out and pick it up, and they can pick their passports up at Shop El Paso's Finest, correct?
At any of the participating
any of the
shops.
Okay, great. And if you guys didn't catch that, just rewind this video because we just gave you a whole list, and it's also on the visual of the passport. Okay. Did you want to add anything to that, Vanessa?
So we're also having the Spring Art Show at the International Museum of Art, and that's on Saturday, April 29th and Sunday the 30th.
Okay.
And that's also, that Saturday is when we're going to be announcing the winners of the art crawl.
Oh, cool. And can you tell me the dates of that again? Because I know last year was the first year you guys did it. So we want to really encourage people to come check it out. This year, you guys have gotten a lot of interest from different customers and businesses. So the information on that one more time, I'm sorry.
Saturday, April 29th, 10 to 4 p.m. and Sunday, April 30th from 10 to 5 p.m.
Perfect. And where is that again?
The International Museum of Art on Montana.
Perfect. Okay, so we have the art crawl, we have the spring art show, and then we have the fall show in November. Is there anything else that we want to mention? Because I mean, you guys have, this is a fine art show. So this is, how many years has it been already? It was over 50.
It's been around for a little bit over 50 years.
Yeah.
Applications are now open on Zapplication.
For artists?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the November show.
Okay.
You can find out more info at losartistas.org.
Okay, so you guys can still sign up to join Los Artistas Art Show. There is a submission process, so go and start that. And these are artists. Again, you don't have to be from El Paso. These are artists from the area, right? Like they're coming in from New Mexico.
Albuquerque. There's a couple people that they had. I think it was from Colorado.
Yeah.
There was one person.
And why I like to mention that is because a lot of the downtown farmers market or different events, it's just for El Pasoans, right? Which is cool because we need those events. But also, this is something that's open. So again, if you're a serious art collector, if you're looking to decorate your office, your house, your Airbnb, your dorms, whatever it is, this is really a cool event to come to and get a great selection of local and surrounding artists in the market. So is there anything else that we want to mention? Did we cover it all?
I think those are our main bigger shows. We might have a few smaller events like the art crawl coming up throughout the year. It's still kind of in the planning.
Okay.
But yeah, see you guys out there.
Awesome. And then how do they follow you guys on social media?
Vanessa Clark Designs on Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome.
El Paso's Finest, or Shop El Paso Finest, and then TNL Leather. Of course, it's kind of one and the same, but
Yes.
we're trying to process emerging. For Los Artistas, it's under Los Artistas Fine Arts and Show.
Perfect. And I do recommend any artist, if you're interested, go out and sign up. Oh, what is this?
Brought you a gift for your office.
You did not bring this for me. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. You guys, please go and check out Vanessa's work. I know you've seen her work all around. You probably like, oh my gosh, that's Vanessa. Now that you can put the face to her work, go and check her out. You can also find her work at El Paso's Finest downtown in the Cortez building. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's super sweet of you. So go on down, guys, and tell them I sent you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, Josh.
Yes, ma'am.
So
I don't know if I can follow that.
I know, right? They're
I was
awesome.
trying to take notes, and this is how you answer it. Yeah, you did a good job.
You guys did awesome.
Yeah.
So, gosh dang it. I will get this arrow right. Okay. So I recently went to El Paso Trailrides.
Went for a ride.
Yes, it was awesome. It was beautiful, and I honestly didn't know I needed that. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's amazing what like kind of just peace you can get out of just riding horses.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times I get a lot of people that are very fearful, which I understand. It seems like I hear this story all the time about, oh, I rode my uncle's horse when I was a kid, and it took me under the tree, and I broke my arm.
No.
There's always these horror stories of people and horses and animals, but. You know, we do it for a living, so our horses are very tame.
Right.
You know, and our horses know, as you know, pretty much a horse knows a trail.
Yes.
But you do have to control them. There is things that you do have to do. But we do from all ages. We do from ages 2, 3, and 4. We usually offer that they ride with mom and dad, and then there's no charge for 2, 3, or 4-year-olds as long as they ride.
Oh
with
wow,
mom.
that's cool.
Yeah, sometimes there's a big 4-year-old that's gonna have to ride their own horse,
Sure.
and we'll help lead them. But then there's a charge for that. Really,
Okay.
it's a charge per horse, and it's $40 an hour per person.
Can't beat
It's
that.
pretty simple.
And
Yeah.
it's a whole experience.
Yeah, it's it's what I think. We always do the same things with family. You know, I have a family.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I had a girlfriend. I had to go on a date. I had to find stuff to do,
Right.
and things like that. So this is just something new. And
Yes.
it was something I take for granted because I grew up with horses my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really neat to see people come out and smile, and oh wow, they get to pet the horse, they get to feed the horse a treat, or they bring them carrots or apples,
Mm-hmm.
and just it's an experience, and it's it's something different than a movie. Something
Yes.
different than it's like going to the baseball game.
Yeah.
You don't do it every day. You don't
Yeah.
do it
It's a
all the
treat.
time. It's a treat.
Yeah.
So it's really it's enjoyable to provide that.
I really kicked myself because I didn't take any carrots or apples.
Oh, we have treats. If you want to feed the horse a treat, like yeah, no problem. We have treats for
I used to
people.
have a horse, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I know they like those things.
Oh yeah, they what's funny is we used to have a group of German women that were here with the German Air Force Base.
Okay.
And they would come out twice a month, and they would bring stale bread.
Oh,
And I didn't know horses love stale bread.
and they do.
Oh, they go crazy.
Oh, that's
And so
cool.
yeah, it was funny. They would bring all this stale bread.
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
you can learn something every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, how many acres, or like, tell us about where the ride is.
we ride around about 100 acres here in El Paso. It's through an orchard, and that's on the 1-hour trail ride. We have an orchard that we ride through, a pecan orchard, and then we also offer a 2-hour ride where we cross McNutt Road and we head out to the desert, and we can go for 2 hours. And that's really popular ride in the summertime because it doesn't get dark till about 8:30.
Okay.
And so a lot of people like the 2-hour from 6:30 to 8:30 because they catch the sunset
Yeah.
and it cools down, and that's a really pretty ride in the summer, and that just doubles in price. So instead of $40 an hour, it's just $80 an
Okay.
hour per person. That we recommend at least 11 years old and up because
Okay.
it's a little bit long. About
Sure.
the 45-minute mark, kids 11 and under, we've learned kind of squirming around. Okay, they've had enough.
Right,
They,
right.
they're moving on for the next thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
Sure,
And
fair
usually we
enough.
tell people come out for 1 hour, and if you really like that, then come back and book a 2-hour.
Yeah.
It's a different location. It's a different thing, and then you really get the whole experience of being sore and
Yeah.
not
The
being able to
cowboy
walk
life,
right for a
right?
little. Yeah, you get to walk around like John Wayne for a little while. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
fun, and then you have like a few dogs that were like, going with us, and they're so well
Yeah.
behaved. And
Yeah, I have almost as many dogs as I do horses. And they keep adding up. People, it's kind of a shame, but like I just picked up stray dogs right now. There's 4 people just dump dogs out there. We're in the rural area, and so we
That's
kind
horrible.
of take them in and kind of feed them and get them medicine and try to find a family that would, like the 2. I had 2 families that come out and rode horses. Like, oh wow, we'll take one.
Oh, that's
And so
good.
it's kind of
That's
nice,
great.
And but I have dogs myself. My kids have dogs. And
Sure.
So yeah, I have 8 dogs normally. And so it's,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I have one. I
But-
don't know how you do it.
Well, I do it because we have 100 acres, and we also have a cattle ranch.
That's
3
what I
hours
wanna
north of
talk
here.
about.
Yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
talk about that
kind of a
Yellowstone
new
experience.
kind of a new expansion that we're trying out, and so we have places for them to run. If I was just strictly to a backyard, I'd
Yeah.
probably say.
So tell me about your second option. for
So our
people
second
that-
option that we are offering here this year, my dad has been in the business with summer camps for children and for Boy Scouts of America for 30 years. My dad's been heavily involved in the Boy Scouts for a long time. So we have a cattle ranch about 3 hours north of here that he would offer like trips for Boy Scout troops or church groups and things like that.
Oh,
a lot
cool.
of youth groups of kids from 10 to 30 would show up, and they would go for a week-long ride. We called them cavalcades.
Oh, cool.
But that has kind of dwindled away. The Boy Scouts of America has kind of slowed down, and kids want to play on iPads and they want to be stimulated, a lot quicker. And so this year we're trying to expand off of that and offer 2, 3, or 5-day getaways for groups of minimum of 5 up to 20. We have a big lodge up there that can sleep 20 no problem.
Wow.
We have a big hunting lodge and it's really, really pretty, really, really nice. It's a log lodge. We built it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And what we'd like to do is allow people to come up and experience just not riding in an orchard for an hour, or not just riding in the desert for 2 hours, but riding for 8 hours to a gold and silver mine that was active in the in the early 30s. We can go in there and we can ride back. Then the second day we could gather cattle if we need to brand or work a cow. We'll teach you guys how to do that. You can rope them and hold them and watch
awesome.
kind of watch us castrate them and brand them, which is kind of extreme, but it's just part of what it. Yeah, it's part of something that has to happen.
Yes.
And we want to offer that in a 2, 3, or 5-day package. I think the weekend 2-day would probably be really easy for people. The 3-day would be kind of fun, and the 5-day would be a lot. But I think if you're something you really want the full experience, we can do that. We can.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and so we're blessed up there. We have a big ranch. We can ride for 3 days and never see the same place twice.
Oh my gosh.
So we're really blessed.
And where is that at again?
And that's in Winston, New Mexico, about an hour west of Tier C.
Okay.
So which is really beneficial for what we want to do. We're actually halfway. It's the same distance for Albuquerqueans to come to us as it is El Pasoans to come to us.
Oh.
So yeah, we're right in the middle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's really, really great.
And how do people reach you to schedule?
Our best way is through social media, which is Facebook and Instagram, just like everybody else. We're at El Paso Trailrides.
Okay.
We also do have you mentioned a website. It's really important. It is. If you're doing business, you got to have a website.
Absolutely.
It holds accountability. It lets people know what it is. It also lets Google help boost you as well.
100%.
And so our website is elpasotrailrides.com, and you can go to that, and it has all our links. It has phone numbers. It has links right to me, right to my daughter who helps do all the scheduling.
Okay.
So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's number 1 way.
And this is really cool. So if you're looking for something special, something different, like a unique way to, again, a date night.
Yeah, the reason why I priced it the way I did was because I figured, okay, you could hit us for a horse ride and still do the 2 for $20 at Chili's.
Yeah.
And you're out $100.
There you go.
And it was still cheaper than the movie.
Yes, and you get a full experience.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a special experience.
And you can bring your own beers.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that.
I don't drink anymore, so but you're more than welcome to bring them.
BYOB.
Yeah, BYOB.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, if you have that special occasion, you guys are just looking for something different. Maybe you have family in from out of town. You're in the military and want to check out the West. I know a lot of people ask me, like when they find out I'm from El Paso, if we still ride horses. Well, yeah. We kind of do.
Everybody always asks me about cowboy boots and about riding horses, and can I rope something, or they like, can we shoot a gun? I mean, it's just crazy things, like they want to do this whole Wild West,
living in Texas.
Yeah, it's like it's a great experience.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Did we cover everything? Is there anything that we missed that you guys might want to mention?
No, I think the most important is a like you said, is a website.
A website is very important. It lets people know we're not fly by night or serious. So yeah, and it gives everybody all the basic information. Must have social media, at least post once a day and at least 3 to 5 stories a day. That's my recommendation. But thank you guys so much, and stay tuned. We're gonna have Get the Honey on right now. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, El Paso. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce you to Get the Honey, one of my favorite local bands. I cannot wait for you guys to meet them. But first off, I do want to ask you guys, what type of marketing do you do? What works for you? And do you have any tips or advice for bands out there? Let me turn it around. All right, we got Get the Honey. Let me see here. Widen out. Yes, we got the whole band. We got Rafa, we got Mars, we got Chris, and we got Mickey. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're terrible at marketing, by the way.
Oh, no, you guys.
But Mick, you were saying something earlier about there's no such thing as bad press, right? So
right.
That's correct.
The best way, the best marketing is word of mouth, having a good product.
Yes.
I think, in my opinion,
absolutely,
and that's worked out the most in my experience.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys throw killer shows. The last time I saw you was at the living room. The first time I saw you was with Mexicans at Night. I'm so excited. No, God bless you.
Thank you.
So I moved back to El Paso from Austin in 2006, and I always dive into the music scene first and the art scene. So I found you guys, and I would just, anywhere you're playing, I would go and like hope to catch the whistling. You know what I mean? So when I didn't even know that you were Get the Honey until a living room show or somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, that's him. And then the whistling, I was like, oh my god. I freaked out. I did, I'm not gonna lie. So I love, anytime I see you guys and anyone promoting you, I try my hardest to be there. So I really encourage El Paso, go check them out. So what type of marketing do you guys do? Social media or?
Mostly social media.
Okay.
Social media.
Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
What's up, Mars?
I usually get on YouTube.
YouTube. That's smart.
And then
I'm just starting that.
I like to get like toys a lot, but mostly my favorite toy ever is mostly plushies from games.
All right. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
So now we know what works for the younger generation.
Yes,
Maybe we
definitely.
can
Well,
target
YouTube,
that.
and you know, I had so
actually
many younger people telling me you need to be on YouTube. And then here I am, like 10 years later, like
Yeah.
finally.
I was like,
You
already.
gave
Finally
in.
doing it. Yeah, I did. I caved. I caved. So do you guys have any tips or advice for bands out there trying to get out there and do their thing?
Practice.
Yeah, you guys have been in the scene for a minute, so.
Practice a lot, and make sure that your sound is the way you want it to be,
Yeah.
and have a good product overall. But mostly practice and have good bandmates,
Yeah,
good people around you.
I love that.
I don't think I have advice on how to get famous or anything. We've never been famous, but I'll tell you, as a songwriter, my advice, I guess, to songwriters is like my issue before was I always try to micromanage the band, and so it's cool that Chris and Mickey. And I figured out as a songwriter the best way to do it. If you're a songwriter in El Paso City, Texas, don't try to like micromanage these dudes. They're brilliant. We have a ton of brilliant instrumentalists and musicians,
Yeah.
creators, and the best thing you can do is bring your sketch to them and let people like Chris and Mickey and Mars like
Bring it to
add
life.
colors. Yeah, it's the difference between.
Oh, I love how you said that. Yeah.
It's a sketch. They turn your sketch into colors, and
Yeah.
so that's my only advice. I don't know how to like break into Hollywood, but I know how to facilitate. How to make songs easier a bit. So get really good musicians,
Yes.
trust them, and then let them create.
Did you want to add anything to that, Chris?
Like, I mean, as far as jamming, it's just like have fun, you know.
Yeah.
Don't get too trash or nothing.
And,
Grab the whole insides come out.
oh, good. We're bringing everyone out here. So, what I want to let people know. Describe Get the Honey. What type of music style? What is your all's influence? How long have you guys been together as Get the Honey? Your style, Rafa. Tell me about everything.
So we've been together since like 2013.
Okay.
About. It's so weird, because anytime you ask somebody about their style, they're gonna give you like, all genres, and we really believe
Yeah.
that. But I always say it's just like melody and beat. You know,
Okay.
I don't even want to say it's this genre or that genre. To me, it's like melodies and beats.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of it is it gotta be chuco music.
It's
what
called
we
what
heard-
now?
Just chuco music.
Chuco
Has to
music,
be,
I
so
love it.
because, honestly, our advantage of our town is you grow up with different cultures. So it's common that you grow up hearing music from Mexico. So you're the cumbias, you're the corridos, and you hear the Minutemen, the Descendants, or whatever, So it's truthfully chuco music. To me, it's like that's the proudest thing we can be if anyone calls us that. But it's beats and melodies.
Beats
and
and
everything
melodies.
else comes and goes fast, slow. What do you guys like? What do you think?
You can call it whatever you want, right? Garage Nova, he calls it sometimes.
Call it Garage and what?
Garage Nova.
Oh, that's cool. I never heard of that.
Genre Nikki created.
I like it.
Chris? Mars?
I don't know. It's just its own sound. There's anything from corridos to jazz to rock to I don't know. It's just got its own sound.
Yeah.
Does what it needs to do. His
I love
songs,
that.
his drumming, bass playing,
Yeah.
screaming. So,
Yeah. I love it. And do you guys have any shows coming up for people to get on the radar? Or how do people book you? All that good stuff. You guys also were at the Nature House not too long ago too, right?
No.
The
Have you
living
played the
room?
Nature House?
Which is the nature house?
It's
No.
the Nature House. If you haven't done it, you need to do it with Matthew.
Yes, I played the Nature House, but Get the Honey has not played the
Oh,
Nature House.
Get the Honey needs to be at the Nature
Yeah.
House, and
So
it's so what it is, dude.
Monroe.
It's a house show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like literally the same. Well, I freaked out on when I found out because it's like the same street address numbers as my house, but like 2 or 3 blocks down.
Oh, cool.
So it's in a neighborhood. It's Matthew. He has this house, and he opens it up to musicians. He'll have like 3 or 4 bands. Maybe 1 or 2 of them are traveling, and then the rest are local. And then it's like on a Tuesday or a Monday or a Sunday or whatever freaking day it is. One is coming up, so I'll pass. I'll go to at the Anthedonians to follow the upcoming Nature House show because I want to say it's this weekend, if not next week. But
So it's a house party show.
house party show in his living room,
They're the
BYOB. It's like zero cover, but $5 donation because again, you know, he wants to pay the artist, and also there's a traveling artist, so he can get some gas, and there's merch, and it's super cool.
And think of how cool for somebody to like put their house up for that and have
Yeah.
you
Right?
props and
Because
neighbors.
Matt has his own band called the Anadonians.
The Anadonians.
Anadonians.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're really, really good. So check them out.
Those are my favorite. I didn't mean to cut you
No.
off. Those are my favorite type of shows.
The house shows?
parties.
Me too.
Kids in Triple Town City. Me too.
Yes.
They're the most comfortable shows. to
Yes.
play. And the crowds are right here with you.
Oh my God, it's the best. And then he has this cool artwork set up, and then his backyard patio and the kitchen. Like it's just a cool environment. And it's the Nature House.
It's fucking cozy.
Yeah.
And I live around there too. So
Oh, me too. Yeah. So it's a great area, Central El Paso. You guys got to do a show there. I want to go see you there. But do you have any upcoming shows yet? If not, it's in the
I
mail.
believe we have one on the 28th.
Oh, where at?
Mona's.
At Mona's.
At Mona. I love Mona.
Mona bar downtown next
Yeah.
to the tap.
Yeah.
Very cool spot.
Try their tacos when you're there. They're delicious.
Have you done
All
a
their
show with
food
them?
is good. No, so I like live at the Mona. I live at the living room. I like those dark, cool, ambient, artsy, vibey bars. And Mona has like always has good music, open mic nights, things like that. And then they have their new sister bar that just opened right next to them, the Rose Bar. So
God, I haven't seen those. That's crazy. I haven't seen those.
is it Rosewood or Rose Bar? Sorry. But yeah, they got a brand new bar. So, okay, you guys are going to be playing on the 28th at Mona. How do people reach out to you to book you?
Social media usually.
Instagram, Facebook.
Okay. Instagram and Facebook. Well, if you guys have any shows, please tag me so I can share them and try to help send some people. Is there, and I do want to ask you, because maybe it's similar to what I do. Because I see you have sunglasses on. You always have a mask on every single time I see you since I've ever started seeing you. Tell me, it's your look, it's your style. Is there anything else to that?
No, it started with anxiety.
Okay.
So it's just like yeah, you'll see a lot of people play music or creative people actually perform as yourself.
Yeah.
You're about to turn on your podcast and all that, and it's just easier for me to
be
as terrible as it sounds there.
Yeah.
But you put the mask on and it's a bit easier to kind of take on a different
Yeah.
character.
I get it.
And it's partially anxiety, and then it sends you on a whole different trip, you know.
Yeah.
So it's cheating.
No,
Because a lot
I
of
don't
people
think so.
have to figure it out.
I don't think so. I think it's your persona, you know what I mean? Like getting into it and everything. Like for me, I'll do interviews for the city and stuff, and they're like, can you take off your sunglasses? I'm like, no, I cannot. Because I go back to that Big Daddy scene where it's like, well, if you wear your sunglasses, nobody sees you. You're invisible, right? So I can get the work done.
It's easier to be your true self, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. And that's, it just feels easier to do that, right? Sometimes, at least for me. And so I was wondering too, you know,
That's the
you
hardest
know,
part. Maybe that's another piece of advice for the kids at home.
Right?
Like, just even if you gotta throw a mask on to get out there, because a lot of people you think are playing these shows or doing stuff, they're not necessarily like really extroverted people. A lot of people
No,
are
yeah.
introverts, you know, it's just something in you, whatever you need to do to feel
to get the magic out.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you guys so much. Now, Mars,
Yes.
is there any piece of information you want to give the public?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Okay, we're all here for it.
So, I just want to say, like, I am very creative. I draw, like, the most awesome pictures.
Okay.
The first creative one I drew was, I don't know, I have, like, lots of creative
Yeah?
pictures I done. Yeah, they look so real.
Do you have how do people find your artwork?
How do people find my artwork?
Yeah. We'll work on that, right? We'll work on that later. Great. And what do you think about Get the Honey?
Get the honey. I think about Get the Honey is cool. It's just that I never heard that song before, but I wanted to hear it before. And yes, I wanted to hear it.
Awesome. And can you guys tell me, where is Get the Honey from? Or is that a secret?
Sunset meets Lower Valley.
What is it?
Sunset meets Lower Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the band?
Yeah, the band.
Oh yeah, Sunset Heights, Lower Valley. Actually together beautifully, you know, like I don't know what did she read the band name or did she read the band
Yeah,
name?
all of it.
Okay, like so Lower Valley, big ups to Lower Valley, big ups to Sunset Heights.
Yeah.
The central side of Paso.
Yes, 30.
The name comes from a movie. It's this movie called Fatso. Dom Dillies. Check it out.
Okay, okay.
Right on Netflix. And there's a scene in there, and they're talking about. You'll see it if you guys check it out.
All right.
We're a proud Chucotown band here. Like,
I love it.
Seriously, like our favorite place in the world is like Paso.
Yes,
And,
same here.
you know, I mean, one day I'm gonna start preaching, but. I don't want to start preaching. It's not that show.
It's not that show. Not that time. We'll talk more about that. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to go on. I'm going to let you guys go so we can go on and start the show. So stay tuned, El Paso. I'm going to pause this video and we'll go on and come right back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. And thank you so much for playing for us. Thank you guys. Thanks, Mars.
You're welcome.
Que me dirán ese costo de vida, el soldado de pocos arriba. Go to the stomach instead of other conqueror. What do you do?
much for having us.
Thank
First of all,
you.
those adventures. Every February, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Bring it smart. Give it smart. Give it smart. We want what?
Absolutely. This next one's called Young Years. Yeah.
Thank you,
Stick
guys.
around. Thank you. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Chris City, Mix City.
Chick City, thank you. Thank you, stand. Get behind me. Watch out.
Thank you guys.
We can do all these all day.
Right? Right. Go.